खुदा ना खास्ता, some event would have occurred during the G20, कोई अनटूवर्ड इंसिडेंट हो जाती, सारा ठीकरा किसके सर पर फोड़ा जाता? बीजेपी के। सारा ठीकरा किसके सर पर फोड़ा जाता? प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी। देखो एक इतना बड़ा इवेंट था, इतने महान हस्तियां आने वाली थी और प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार ने उनका सत्कार तक नहीं किया। I have been on some debates in the last 24 hours where official spokespeople of the Congress have accused the BJP and Prime Minister Modi of suffering from narcissism and megalomania. तो उनको मैं ये पूछना चाहती हूं, कर्नाटका में जब आपकी जीत हुई, what did Narendra Modi do? What did Amit Shah do? What did JP Nadda do? They clearly said, with all humility, we accept the verdict given by the people of Karnataka. We will introspect and continue to work harder. हमने ये नहीं कहा, why is Siddharamaiah celebrating? Why is Rahul Gandhi celebrating? Why is Priyanka Vadra celebrating? Why is Jijaji Robert Vadra celebrating? When you won Himachal Pradesh, again we displayed grace in defeat. We did not question your attitude of celebrating your victory despite the fact that the difference between victory and defeat was barely 0.37%. तो पॉलिटिक्स में जो जीतता है, जो जीता वही सिकंदर. This massively successful G20 summit owes entire credit to Prime Minister Narendra Modi. More than 900 hours were spent over the last 9 months to ensure that the New Delhi Declaration, which was eventually passed without even a footnote, forget any correction to any paragraph.
Okay.
I think that is Team Modi at work, and you have to give credit and you have to learn to digest with the fact that despite being in power for 9.5 years, be it the Times ETG survey, be it the Lokniti poll, be it the Pew survey, they all say that Modi's popularity ranges from anywhere between 63 to 76%. Pew ने तो यहाँ तक कहा 55% of the people are extremely happy.
Okay, let's take it one by one. Let's take it one by one. Lokesh Jindal, do you think
are reasonably happy?
From these images, it is absolutely clear that this is going to be one of the main issues that the BJP highlights. Is the Congress going to lose out, considering that barring the Congress, actually nobody else during the summit at least tried to pick holes? Mostly everyone was on board. You know, the TMC went for the president's dinner, the DMK went for the president's dinner, or rather the chief ministers of Bengal and Tamil Nadu went for the president's dinner. Few of the Congress CMs did not go. They were the ones tweeting videos saying, oh, देखो मोदी जी को तो टोस्ट ही करना नहीं आता, जो बाइडेन ने क्या उनको सिखा दिया, बड़े मजे आ गए. Do you think that's going to backfire?
Padmaja, it takes me back to history. During the British time period, there used to be the Imperial Darbar. The entire nation was facing price rise, famine, but the Imperial Darbar was conducted, the Queen was invited, grand gala dinner was hosted, all princely rulers went and attended it. But please understand, all these G20 nations participating, their citizens are not going to vote. It is going to be the Indians who are going to vote. Even now, our retail inflation is above the permissible limit. We see that right from pulses, right from food grains, right from non-food grain items, all necessity items, they are all shooting above the permissible limit. There is rising unemployment. At every household, there is problems with respect to...
You think the G20 is Imperial Darbar?
Obviously, it is. It looks like an Imperial Darbar. I mean, there were 200 meetings held in 58 cities. And the overall expenditure that was done, it was in thousands of crores money was spent in beautification, pomp and show, whereas the need was so as to reduce the food prices, the way the government did last month by reducing the LPG prices by 200 rupees, which brought down the inflation by few percentage
Jindal,
points.
are you seriously putting forward an argument like that?
I am putting forward an argument that the government is having wrong priorities. Rather than projecting one single person at the national level, it is more important that policies are formulated for the people, for the ordinary people, and what is happening in at the economic front.
Okay, let's before you respond to this, Sanju Verma, I want to quickly get 30 seconds, Sanju Verma, then I must open this up to the JDU and the Samajwadi Party. Yes.
In 30 seconds, since inflation is something that has been coming up for discussion at every alliances meet and even something mentioned by Lokesh Jindal, I just want to tell him, yes, 6.83%, which is the retail inflation for August, is not something we are happy about. It needs to come down to the RBI's permissible limit of between 4 to 6%. But आप मेरे को ये बताइए, why is it that the highest inflation rate in the country comes from Rajasthan at 9.7%? Highest rural inflation in the country at 9.9% comes from Rajasthan. Highest urban inflation inflation at 10.4% comes from Rajasthan. Second highest inflation comes from Jharkhand, where Congress is in alliance with JNM. Third highest inflation comes from Tamil Nadu, where Congress is in alliance with DMK. Instead of giving
Which
lecture
state
to the
has the
BJP,
highest unemployment,
first
madam?
look at your
It is
own
Haryana.
backyard.
Which has the
Look at
highest
your own
unemployment rate.
backyard.
If you are talking
Rajasthan
about the
inflation,
states which have shown
9.7%.
highest inequality,
Okay,
it has
again,
been
sir,
those states
again,
that
sir,
are ruled by
please
the
do not
BJP.
derail. Please do
4%.
not derail. The visuals that we see today are very
राजस्थान
simple.
में जाकर
And the
अशोक गहलोत
messaging being done, the message